As you know, the teams voted. The way it works is each person had a vote. They could not vote for themselves. If there was a tie, it would be broken by the director. There were no ties. There were no close races. The 4 individuals were pretty much, hands down, the most aggressive, hardest working people that impressed their teams, that they really cared and gave 110%. Jason, please read them on.
So from the Center for Human Services, we have Team MVP, Shanelle Wilson.
Please take a seat, and the rest of your team, you can watch from the back.
All right, so from Sierra Vista, we have a team MVP, Jamie Norwood. From the Society for Handicapped Children, we have team MVP, Richard O'Brien. And from the Red Shield Center, Ben Balsbaugh.
Okay, so just to make sure everybody understands what it is that we're trying to accomplish here, there's 4 individuals that have given an aggressive amount to the teams. All the teams gave a tremendous amount. Everybody knows that. You folks were obviously above and beyond, went above and beyond, gave it a tremendous amount of effort and work. And with that, you know, you've ended up here. The goal is that the 4 of you would stay here and compete and impress upon us why you should win actually the solo winner of The Apprentice. And the goal was that the end winner, the last person standing, would spend a week with myself, and we'll do business somewhere around the world, around the country. Maybe we'll go have lunch with the guys. You guys brought lunch? But I'm sure we'll have a tremendous amount of fun. We'll talk about a lot of business, and I would like to actually take the time to mentor you, to do everything I can to encourage you in your own thoughts of your business. You're all entrepreneurs. You're very aggressive, and so with that, I'd ask the team just to help me out with a few questions so that we can decide who that person is.
Relatively small community, so perhaps you guys know each other, but what differentiates you from perhaps the competition that's sitting on the board? What makes you be the person that's deserving of that accolade and opportunity?
I think first we have to look at what we accomplished, and as a team, to be chosen by the winning team is point number 1. But I do think that you need to look at us as professionals and who we are and what we're doing with our careers is also going to benefit the community and benefit from Mr. Costa's mentorship as well. So I'm a professor at our local university, California State University, Stanislaus. I teach writing classes. I teach upper division business writing classes and some lower division writing classes as well. So your mentorship will directly impact our future because I will be giving that expertise on to the future and our future business leaders as well. Our future local Valley business leaders. My family and I, we also own a small business, and we're at the point where it's 5 women, and we're manufacturing my grandmother's Mexican sauces. And we're at the point in our business where we could use some expertise and help, and I do believe that with the proper guidance and mentorship that we could create local jobs here in our community. We have a 16.9% unemployment rate here in the Valley, so we're in need of jobs, and your mentorship will help create local jobs. Any questions?
I think the question goes out to everyone.
Okay. Well, when I was 16 years old, I had a yellow pad, a legal pad, and I started drawing out the name of my business. I had my logo together. I had a partial business plan together. And when I was 22 years old, I actually started building my very own business. And by 23, I opened my doors. I commuted back and forth from Modesto to Lodi every single day. I worked 70, 80 hours a week at 23 years old. Then in 2007, I opened up my second location, from which my mom runs that location for me. And in 2009, I opened up a third location. So for me, it's just a matter of showing up. And I have worked 12, 14 hours a day, and then I stayed after and I painted my walls, and I made sure my tile was perfect on my floors, and every detail that would make my businesses prosper. I owned and operated my businesses so that I could build relationships with people, because I believe that it's 90% relationship when you own business. And my clients come to me because they like me and they like my services. So I know what it's about. I know what hard work's all about. I know what it takes to show up. And I've been doing that since I was 22 years old, and I've never been mentored.
So at the end of the day, basically, you're saying you just outworked everybody.
Well, no, but I never give up. I'm always looking for the next step. So that must have been my husband. So to be mentored by you would be the biggest opportunity in my life, because I'm looking for something that will take me to that next level and teach me something that can help me, grow more businesses or reach out to something higher.
Okay. Richard, why would you pick?
And in September, we'll be coming out with a prototype of a item that every military member in the world can use, even veterans. And I need to get some bases outside of the local areas to see if it will work without. And I believe your mentorship can take that idea, of course, my idea, with your...
It's a good idea. I might sell it for you. I might even pay you something for it.
We'll talk about that. But I can use that to start growing businesses here in the Central Valley. It's 17% here in Stanislaus. In Riverbank, it's over 24% unemployment. And there's a perfect opportunity to build there in Riverbank, and that's what I would do with it. Thank you.
I've worked for PMZ Real Estate for the past 11 years, and I've grown up in a family of entrepreneurs. My dad is here, and he's been an entrepreneur his entire life. And I've seen the hard work it takes and the hard work that he's done. I know that I'm a big believer you rise to the level of people you surround yourself with. I'm blessed to work with a great mentor already. I would love an opportunity to just be a sponge with Dan Costa and learn as much as I can. That's what it's all about.
I think my question will be a little bit shorter, but in a true apprentice fashion, I'd love to know who to your left or right you're most impressed with sitting at the table next to you.
It's hard to judge. They're all winners, but I'm a big fan of education and those who can provide the best. My father provided me the best of the education. He was an educator for 30 plus years. So I'll go with the person on my right.
Family business, how hard it is to start up a business. So the girl on my right, so she's been doing it since she was 23. And never giving up, it's pretty impressive. So I got to give props to the girl on my right.
From listening to Ben, I probably have to say Ben, because I think that even at his prime in his life and being as accomplished as he is, I think that he's still open for more education and learning new things, and to be his age. That most of the time when people get to where they want to be, they don't want to go any further. So I commend Ben for wanting to, continue on and move on. So that's what I'm doing.
You're still awake.
We were. Hey, you're on time out. We were very isolated from each other, so we didn't really get to know each other and the other teams. Even during the project, the presentations, we couldn't even watch the other team's presentations. They locked us up in some green room back there. But I'm going to have to go with Jamie since her team won.
Fire someone. Who's going?
I think Jamie's already had her glory.
Just voted for her. Richard, who are we going to fire? Who's the weak
If there was a lawyer here, he'd be first to go. Probably,
Can't be you.
I can't be me. Real estate is another close.
These guys are real estate guys down here.
They're developers and builders.
Base my answer based on the amount of money each team raised, and the girl on the right, their team raised the least amount, so she's fired.
You guys hired or fired each other?
It's getting
Fired before I've
juicy.
been hired, but okay.
Now what? Who are you firing?
Probably Richard, just because he seems the least interesting.
Welcome to the boardroom.
A celebrity apprentice, which do you think you most resemble?
Richard,
Yes, sir.
you got to comment on that, Richard. That's defend yourself on that. I mean, are you the least interested in?
It depends on your perspective. Everyone has something to participate or they give. I think the stories I could tell you would change your mind.
How bad do you want to win this, Richard? Do you really want to do this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You really want to do it?
I'll do it. I would want to win as long as I do not compromise any of my integrity.
Spending a week with me might challenge.
Or change your
He's firing back over there.
Navy guy.
Okay. Give us just a moment. We have a winner. So, Ben, talk about you in a minute. Richard, talk about you in a minute. Tiffany.
Jamie.
Jamie, we got a name mix up there. Jamie. You're going to be talked about now. And Shanelle, you are going to be talked about now. So at the end of the day, we've got an issue. We're compelled to, I am compelled to take the time with all you will know each other a whole lot better than you do now after we spend a week on the road traveling around the country. You're all winners. Thank you.
My name is JP. I'm the founder of Trinity Networking Teams. We started TNT 4 years ago on January 2nd, 2007, and we've been going strong ever since. TNT is a Christ-centered, faith-friendly marketplace ministry, and currently we're meeting each Wednesday at a different business location on Wednesday at noon. We call it our midweek oasis, and it's a place for Christians in business and government and public service and music to get together, to fellowship, and to promote one another.
This networking is fantastic. I would say it's super fantastic. It's what God wants, for the body to come together and to share their talents, their gifts, whatever is needed. And it's done here in this environment with Trinity. And it's been a blessing to me. And I know it's going to be a blessing to everyone that you involve and everybody that we invite.
I enjoy TNT because I enjoy the Christian fellowship. I mean, that's why I come. It's business people, fellow Christian business people, and I enjoy the Christian fellowship that I get here.
This is a great networking opportunity for everybody to kind of share and pass the word along about not only our faith, but also what our faith has led us to do with our lives and how God has blessed us. And I couldn't be more blessed right now.
I think it's a very powerful tool. We need more of this throughout the country. This is a great thing.
I found out about TNT through JP 3 years ago, and this midweek oasis is a place where we can renew, we can rejuvenate, we can refresh ourselves, recreate ourselves by being renewed, by being transformed, by the renewing of our minds. And so it's our ability to connect. How can I grow your business? How can I encourage you in such a way that is empowerment?
it's a blessing, I think, to become involved because the network that's provided here is able to, you're able to impact so many people. You know, and that's what it's about. It's about giving and helping people. You know, it's not about me, it's about people I can help, people I can contact with, people I can connect with other people. And it's just a blessing. I'm glad I'm here.
The best way to get a hold of Trinity Networking Teams is through Facebook. We're on Facebook under Trinity Networking Teams. You can also reach us online at trinitynetworkingusa.com. trinitynetworkingusa.com. You can also give us a call at 571-1990. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll look forward to seeing you at our next TNT meeting.